Cast journal, Willy's Gym-Belay certification. Today is June 6th, and just letting you know what happened. Got to Willy's gym, changed, got on a belay harness. They use these ones called triple diamond, which have 3 points of safety. They show me how to properly tie it off to myself and double back over the loops. So basically you go the first time through the rope to tighten it, and then you double back to make sure it locks in place. Next they showed me the basic knots I need to know, which are the figure 8 knot. So basically they taught me make an N, and throw one side over, and then come back through, and you have a figure 8 knot. That's the basic thing that I learned there. The figure 8 knot, you learn to add slack to it, just to make it tighter up the rope. And so, once you get this done, imagine that this carabiner that I have here, imagine it's the loop in front of your belay, in front of your harness. You go through there, loop through it. It's hard to show. You loop through the harness, and then you double back through the figure 8 knot. So I'd go back in, around once, and it's now still the same figure 8 knot, but it's just been double back. They say the rule is to have 2 fingers touching each rope, so it goes 2. I'll show you better. 2, 2, 2, and it should be like this, where it's secured to you safely. If I had more slack or had a bigger rope, I'd be able to show you the safety knot if there's extra slack, but there's not enough room, and it's not very needed, they said, unless there's extra slack, just in case it doesn't hit you in the face or anything while you're climbing up. Also, this rope I have right here is not climbing rope. This is some thick rope I have in my house. Can't tell you the name of it. Learned that. I learned how to use a ATC, which basically, well, once you learn how to tie someone off, they showed me, they do it myself 3 times, tying myself off, and then I did it to Nick 3 times to see if I could do it on another human being. Yeah. So then they showed me how to use the ATC, which they say stands for, the acronym they use is air traffic control, because basically you clip a carabiner onto your front loop, and then you will put this ATC on, which basically puts the rope in a big loop so you can control it easier. And they call it ATC because you control the air traffic of the person going up or down the rock climbing wall. To use the ATC, it's pretty simple. You just loop through one end, go around the other one side of the. If I had it on me, I'd show you, but you go through one side of the ATC, you come around the other. In one side of the ATC, down through one part of the carabiner, up to the other part. So basically, one part of the rope is up on the wall, secured to the person, while you're down here holding like this, pulling the rope tighter, so there's no slack, so you have an easier chance of climbing up the wall. Basic hand motion I learned was a big loop where you put your hand like this on the rope. Yeah, there's a carabiner. So you have the rope like this, and someone's up there. have it like this here. Like this. You do thumb to pinky motion. You grab with the thumb, you pull down, and basically, well, you pull down, you put it back at your side. So, if there was, say this is rope higher up, and I'm pulling it tighter for the person, I go, right, and I'd pull them tight until they're at the top. I don't have much more rope. So, there it goes. I already knew kind of how to rock climb, and I'm increasing in the whole rock climbing area. I increased my strength in knowing how to properly belay someone, and I need to grow more in belay I'm already belay certified, but I need to grow more in experience wise because I only had about an hour and a half or 2 hours of practicing the skills that I need to belay someone. Another thing is at Willy's gym they have a safety catch on the floor. Basically, is you on the ground there's a big loop, or there are actually a lot of them, for safety reasons. You loop the back of your harness onto the ground, so if you have someone who's climbing up that's heavier than you or falls while you're holding the rope, you don't go flying up where it's like, so if they fall, you don't go flying up and hit the wall or something, or have a life-threatening experience. Also, they said to bend your knees when you're belaying someone, and to keep most of the weight on your back foot, so in case someone falls, you are not on your 2 feet looking at the wall. You're supposed to have like a staggered position, so because if someone would fall and you were just standing there like this, you just fall forward and you keep on going. I thought the certification would give me a card or something, but it's simple as my name, birth date, date completed, B-class certification, and when I have to go in for a retest, and signature from Nick, who is the rock climbing guy at Willy's gym. New challenge for me is I've never belayed someone. I've been belayed myself. I've tried rock climbing. I'm alright at it, but I've never had to support someone and have someone's life in my hands. Never had to undertake the challenge of having someone's life in your hands and just going for it and just pulling up and giving them leaving no slack on the rope and letting them climb up as fast as they can. I mean, your hands get pretty red after it and you get blisters. It's gone by now, but can be pretty bad. So I did that for an hour. I got Nick up fine up the wall, belaying him up, and it was fine going up. He's ready to go up. When it come down, you have your hands in front. You go slowly but surely, and you don't want to let someone down so fast because people get scared that you're going to drop them. And as you get to the bottom, you want to slow it down so they don't just come down and slam on the bottom of the ground. Then he had me belay his friend Evan, who was about 280, so that was a little bit more weight than I was expecting. Than I should have been doing, I guess. He wanted just to show me what will happen when I do someone who's bigger and heavier than me. So he clipped me onto the ground, or the safety on the ground, and clipped it onto my back of my harness. And I was belaying him up, and he said, "I'm gonna drop," and he dropped. And even though had my staggered position, and I had my weight in the back of my foot, I still lurched forward, and I was still suspended with being pulled in the back by the back of my harness to safety, and then having the rope in my hand I was belaying Evan with. So it was a little scary at that point. I increased my awareness. I now have more awareness that I can belay someone properly, but I should to undertake more growth. I need to or to increase my growth in this. I need to have more experience and more time. Not time rock climbing itself, but more time belaying individuals and getting the motion down so I have it smoothly and no problems where like a few times I do it and Nick would be like, you put your hand too far past, you gotta do it again. It's just thumb to pinky, grab with the thumb, pull down, put it at your side, and go again. It's a big loop. And undertaking new challenges. I've never belayed anyone, just done rock climbing in the past. That's about it. Longest cast video ever.